The Gift is the first big directorial debut for Joel Edgerton. It stars Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall as a couple moving back to Jason Bateman's character's hometown of California. And one day, Bateman's character runs into Gordo, played by Joel Edgerton, and of course, the rest of the movie ensues. And that is literally all I want to tell you about this movie, because here's the thing. Do not go into this movie thinking that it's the stereotypical stalker horror movie type of flick. If you go into that with those expectations, you will be very disappointed. Because The Gift is truly one of the most unique thrillers I have seen in recent memory. And it's all thanks to Joel Edgerton's outstanding writing and directing. Sure, Edgerton gives a great performance as Gordo in this movie, but once again, it's all going back to his writing and directing. The fact that he can take something as conventional as this stalker horror movie type of flick and totally turn it on its head, do a 360, and gives you something magnetic to watch. You are literally locked onto the screen wondering what's going to happen from start to finish. The movie's first 15-20 minutes or so do try to take its time, introduce these characters very typically, I will say, but once they are all introduced, it is literally a free-for-all. It becomes this unpredictable thriller that will literally keep you guessing to the very end, and I really mean keep guessing. You don't know how this movie is going to unfold. You don't know what's going to happen in this movie, but you are so engaged by the story, not by the scares, but by the story. Don't get me wrong, there are a few little scares in this movie, but they're not meant to just be there just to scare the living pants out of you. They're there for a purpose. Like I said, it all goes back to the story, and how the story unfolds is what makes this movie so interesting to watch. And it's something that I think a lot of horror suspenseful movies have clearly forgotten about. And I gotta give major props to the leads, not just Joel Edgerton, but particularly Rebecca Hall and Jason Bateman. I love Rebecca Hall in this movie for many reasons, but particularly because of the fact that she didn't play that cliched, scared out of her mind wife that feared for her family or something like that. She wanted to get to the bottom of what was going on in the story. She wanted to know what's going on between her husband and Joel Edgerton's character. She played it so beautifully, and she became such a strong, independent character in this movie that she literally covers the second act of this movie, and I could not keep my eyes off of her. She was just amazing. And Jason Bateman. My God, Jason Bateman. I'm being dead serious when I say that he is probably my favorite character in this entire movie for many reasons. First off, I will say that Jason Bateman was not Jason Bateman in this movie. He may have came off like that within the first 15-20 minutes or so, but like I said, the movie becomes a free-for-all, and he dives into this character. He becomes Simon. And when the movie unfolds, like I'm telling you, and you learn more about this character, you just want to hate on him. He's a character that can really mess with your mind and really change shifts on how you view him. He was so good, and he handled this performance very, not only maturely, but very realistically. And it shows that he has a dark side that sometimes he just cannot overcome. And in this unperfect world where sometimes third acts can completely ruin a movie, I'm looking at you, Tomorrowland. This one is literally the most mind-boggling and probably the most twisted part of this entire movie. Like, I sat there in silence for about a minute when the ending ended, because I was so mind-blown as to what I just saw from the third act, because it was just that good. And it's like I said, Joel Edgerton really knew how to tell an interesting yet unique story. Guys, overall, The Gift is literally one of the most surprising movies of 2015. It is astonishingly well-directed and well-written by Joel Edgerton. It has great performances by Joel Edgerton, Rebecca Hall, and of course Jason Bateman. And the story is just something that I cannot get out of my head. It's just that good. Joel Edgerton, props to you. You get a gold star, because The Gift is going to get a 9 out of 10 from me. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll see you next time.